Good morning, Miami. Jody Finver, the South Florida Program Coordinator for the nonprofit Solar United Neighbors, and I am speaking to you live from the rooftop of my very own solar-powered home. This array has powered my home for the past 4 years and paid my electric bills, and even is able to charge my all-electric vehicle that is plugged in right now, and it's being charged with beautiful, clean Florida sunshine. Now, for the past 2 years, I have been educating homeowners, teaching them about the benefits of solar energy, helping them organize into solar co-ops so that they can save on their individual installations, empowering them to advocate on their own behalf to fight for their energy rights. And for 2 years, we have heard homeowners say, I can't make your info sessions, I'm stuck in traffic. Gridlock is hellacious. I want to be there, but I can't make it in time. So this time around, we're coming to you. This co-op will be carbon-free, traffic-free, gridlock-free. We are doing webinars that you can just sit in your office, at home, in a park, wherever you want to stream, tune in, ask questions, learn, and then eventually go solar. To help us launch this all-digital co-op, we have 3 spectacular solar superstars with us today. Our first speaker up is the Chief Meteorologist for NBC6 and a solar co-op member and advocate beyond advocates, John Morales. So take it away, John, who is speaking to us live in San Diego at the American Meteorological Society's conference. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Jody. Great to be here on this webinar with you because let me tell you, this has been a tremendous success in my household to have joined the solar co-op in Miami. And I too have my solar array, of course, not as long as you have. It's been around for about a year and a half. Just in the first year, we saved $3,000 in payments not made to the utility company. And of course, that offsets my initial investment, but the return on investment is so good and so quick. Basically, we're just enjoying the financial benefits of what we're doing, while at the same time, of course, reducing our household's carbon footprint. I also drive an electric vehicle, so my car drives on sunshine, which is fantastic. And regarding reducing your carbon footprint, of course, you know, what a great feeling it is when you can contribute. I know it's a small part, but it's an important part to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk as well. And if you've followed me on social media, or for that matter, on NBC6 in South Florida, you know that I'm constantly communicating on the state of the science of climate change. We know how urgent it is to reduce our carbon footprint and transition from the fossil-based economy that we're in to one where we're using renewable energy. Of course, solar power is renewable. And the great thing about South Florida, all of Florida for that matter, is that we have plenty of that energy incoming every day to be able to, well, power those panels and in turn power our household. So again, it's a great way of doing it through the co-op. I found the process of having joined the co-op to have helped me through the entire process, because the co-op held my hand. They explained everything. Of course, I didn't choose the contractor that did the work on my house. Through the power of collective negotiation, right, with many homeowners trying to find the right bidder for doing the work on all these households, we were able to save money. We were able to have a contractor that was able to give us the attention that we wanted to make sure that this was being done right. So I can think of no better way of installing solar panels in your household than through a solar cooperative like the ones in Florida and the ones that Jody Finver, who just introduced me, coordinates. So make sure you get all the contact information. If you don't know enough about the co-ops, this is your chance to be a part of it. It's a chance to get solar at a low cost with the proper guidance, and again, help reduce your household's carbon footprint while at the same time saving thousands and thousands of dollars. All right, back to you, Jody.
I'm hearing bells. I don't know. Perhaps I'm the next person on. Is that the case?
Nope, Jody, looks like we lost Jody for a second, but she's
Yeah, I think
put me on.
coming back on.
I'll introduce
Hey,
myself.
can you hear me? Yes. It's how hot is it on my roof? It's so hot that my phone overheated.
uh-huh.
So look at what we learned through technology and on the fly. Thank you, John. Our next speaker up is a man who is known around the world and is governing Florida's first city to require solar on residential construction, and is a member of the Green Corridor, who is a proud partner of Solar United Neighbors. So good morning, Mayor Phil Stoddard. How's it on your roof?
Good morning. I'm Phil Stoddard, Mayor of South Miami, and at Jody's suggestion, I'm up here on my roof looking at my solar array, and it's about 1 bazillion degrees up here. Inside the house, it's a very pleasant 80 degrees, powered with solar power, like everything else has been on my house for the past 5 years, including the car, including the neighbor's cat. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, some of the obligations I see that we have in South Miami. We know that South Florida is particularly challenged by climate change. And so every day I get up and I fret about this and I say, what can we do as a city? What can we do as private citizens? And one of the obvious things, it's in the top 10 list for drawdown, is rooftop solar. And so I've been looking for those opportunities, and I found it in rooftop solar because, as John Morales mentioned, solar pays you dividends. In fact, the solar array on my house has a higher return on investment than the house itself does. Everybody thinks a house is a good investment. Solar is about 3 times as good an investment as the house underneath it to which it's attached. So we got this solar array in 2015. We made so much extra solar power, we got an electric car to soak up the extra, so now we have a solar powered car. And
Did we lose Mayor Stoddard?
I think so, yeah.
I think that it's so hot on the house that the phones are not working. So Mayor Stoddard, if you're able to rejoin us, we'd love to hear from you. And we really appreciate your support and everything that you're doing in South Miami to help reduce its carbon footprint. Our next speaker up is Mayor Stoddard. Did you just come back?
Doesn't look like it, no.
Okay. Then our next speaker that we have is the amazing Natalia Ortiz, who is not only the development director of the CLEO Institute, but also a former co-op member herself. Good morning, Natalia.
Good morning, Jody. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited. This is a great way to communicate with everybody and have no carbon footprint. I'm Natalia Ortiz. I'm the Director of Development for the CLEO Institute. And as Jody mentioned, I also am solar, and I went solar through the co-op. I am not in my rooftop. I have a flat roof and I'm afraid of heights. So I am joining you from the comfort of my home in air conditioning that's being powered by my solar. As Mayor Stoddard mentioned, and John has also mentioned, it is incredibly important to understand that we need to do all that we can to lower our carbon footprint. We cannot continue to rely on fossil fuels to power our home, our cars, when we have the perfect solution of going solar. I ask the people that are listening to us today to please join the co-op. There is no easier or more affordable way to go solar than through the solar co-op. There is no obligation. So the fact that you wouldn't join is kind of crazy to me. You immediately raise the value of your home when you go solar. So that's incredibly important to note as well, in addition to the fact that you start saving money immediately on your electric bill. I don't know if I can share, I'm going to try and share a slide with you that I think is quite important. Let me know if you can see it. Can you see the slide that I'm sharing? Does it show?
Yes, we can see
Yes.
it.
Perfect. So this is just to give everybody an idea of the carbon dioxide levels. They have never passed 300 parts per million. If you go back 600,000 years. Our current level today is 411 parts per million. That's straight from NASA. So when people ask us, what can we do to lower our carbon footprint? The easiest solution is to go solar. It is affordable. And it is incredibly easy, and I am the biggest advocate for Solar United Neighbors because it's just easy and affordable. So thank you, Jodi, for having giving me the opportunity to go solar, and I hope that more will follow.
Thank you, Natalia. Be back. Let me know if you can see me again. I think we have to stop sharing screen, Natalia.
Let me know if I stopped sharing. Okay.
And I'm back. So this is our 48th solar co-op that we have launched in the state of Florida since our program began in 2015. During this time, we have educated more than 10,000 homeowners, helped more than 1,400 homeowners go solar, and we are together generating more than 13 megawatts of clean energy. The success of these co-ops comes down to all of our amazing partners, the League of Women Voters, the Green Corridor, CLEO Institute, Catalyst Miami, the Miami Climate Alliance, the Sierra Club Miami, Dream and Green, municipalities across the county, mayors across the county, supporters like Mayor Stoddard, Mayor Lerner, Commissioner Lago, Vice Mayor Sean Brady. All of these people help make our co-ops a success, as well as the homeowners who are also promoting the co-op to all of their friends and neighbors. So what exactly is a co-op? A co-op is basically just a group of homeowners across a geographic area. All of Miami-Dade County is this geographic area. And these homeowners are interested in learning about solar and going solar. So we organize free public information sessions. We help them organize as a co-op. We solicit bids to installers, and those installers compete to win this project. These installers are able to pass bulk savings on to the homeowners. The decision to choose an installer is made by the homeowners. There is no cost to join, as Natalia said. There's no obligation to go solar through this co-op. This is a free program. And we will have, if you are an installer and you're interested in participating in this bidding process, please head to solarunitedneighbors.org, click on the top link that says for installers, and you can be notified of when each and every co-op in Florida goes to bid. Within this co-op, because as I said, we come to you, and these will be indoors, the webinars, in an air-conditioned area, so my phone won't be overheating. But we will have 3 information sessions available to homeowners. The first is next week on June 18th at noon. This is a Solar 101 webinar. You want to learn the basics of solar, what you'd be looking for if you were getting an estimate, questions to be asking, the co-op process, and solar economics, including various ways to be financing an array. Through this process, we're completely neutral. We won't weigh in and say, pick this installer, pick this product, finance it this way. We're agnostic through this and serve as a consumer advocate and educator for you and provide unbiased support throughout this process. We will have a second webinar on July 9th at noon, and this is going to be a battery storage presentation. So Michael, can you cut to the battery downstairs? See, there's a battery that's downstairs, and that powers the critical loads in my home during a grid outage. So when the grid goes down, our array keeps working and gives us air conditioning, the refrigerator, the stove, modem, cable, all of the things that we need to get us through a storm. We're done with the battery. We can come back to me now. Our third webinar is going to be a Solar 101, just like our very first one, and this will take place on August 20th. So you can find all of these links on our webpage, solarunitedneighbors.org/Miami. You can RSVP and you can tune in from your office, from home, from a park bench. You can listen, learn, ask questions. We will be answering them as you're asking them, and also give you time to ask through each section in the presentation. And we hope to see you at one of our webinars, and certainly signing up, because again, this is free. You have nothing to lose going through this process. And this array and a $9.42 bill can be yours. So if you have any questions, we're here. We can answer them right now. If not, I hope to see you at a webinar. And thank you so much to John Morales, Mayor Phil Stoddard, and Natalia Ortiz from the CLEO Institute for participating this morning, and to our digital director, Michael Rader, who made all of the digital capabilities function, and to Simon Rose downstairs, who's manning the camera down there. So thank you, Miami, and I hope to see you soon.